Good afternoon. I am Dr. Jackson. I'm a school administrator at a middle school in one of the largest districts in the state of Georgia. In my attempt to effectively answer your question as to whether or not I believe school suspensions are an effective tool for managing student misbehavior, that's actually a double-edged sword, but I'm going to try my best. The usual argument in favor of suspensions is that they are a necessary evil, a tool that administrators have at their disposal in our attempts to minimize the harm that disruptive students inflict on their classmates. Our district, like many others, has a zero tolerance policy that requires us to remove students for repeated incidents of bullying, possession of weapons, alcohol, drugs, things of that sort. I believe the intent of these policies is to not allow those students to negatively affect the overall school climate and culture. I also believe that whatever is gained by kicking out disruptive students may be lost in other ways. For example, maybe the school that kicks out its problems rather than dealing with them fosters a toxic and underachieving student body. Some would even say that too many suspensions could be considered disruptive and undermine the student's perception of a caring, respectful, supportive school climate. The mindset can't be, well, I just get suspended. If I do something wrong, I'm just going to get suspended. They don't care anything about me. They're just going to kick me out, which doesn't in any way improve the behavior, and it creates a climate of distrust between the school and the community. I know of at least one study where there was a school with extremely high suspension rates. I guess the intent being to eliminate the problems. The non-suspended students didn't score well on standardized tests, which kind of supports the argument that too many suspensions could also be considered disruptive. As a school administrator, I often find myself in an uncomfortable position. On one hand, removing students from the classroom can be, depending on the circumstances, one of the best ways to keep the dangerous, disruptive students away from the sincere, more well-behaved ones. And then on the other hand, excluding them from school altogether by suspending them kicks them out from the classroom, out into the real world, where they end up potentially causing more problems for themselves and eventually society at large. So I know it sounds like I sort of straddle the fence on this, but I feel one way about it, but there are policies that are in place that require me to have to handle some disruptive issues in another way. I hope this answered your question. Thank you.